Either I'm crazy or the Black Slim Shady, or y'all remember that? Those game bars, was that the city? First single off the Red album, which had wild delays. That album took forever and a day to come out, y'all. Y'all remember that? The first single was originally supposed to be Something Hot in Here. It Must Be Me. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was a banger circulating on mixtapes, produced by Pharrell. It was on the Red Room mixtape, and they even shot a video for it, which never came out neither. There was a long ass delay. I remember reports surfacing that someone said they had some kind of rights over the game, like contractually. I wonder if it was JT, the bigger figure, trying to collect, or someone was disputing something with the game. I don't know if it was management or a record contract, but anyways, that video never came out. That song was a banger. Later, like over a year and some change later, the Red album drops. First single is that The City song featuring Kendrick. It was like introducing Kendrick. Kendrick killed it on that one, ripping the hook and all that. But anyways, the game spit those bars. Either I'm crazy or the Black Slim Shady or something. Could that be the reason that baby said he would pay me more? And then I think he said something like, but I still owe Jimmy one more album. The best the West had ever seen. No disrespecting Calvin. Some name dropping there, right? But anyways, guys, hearing those bars and then hearing these reports, surfacing, it seems, Whack 100 hitting that Clubhouse 100 circuit and letting it be known that he's trying to wage war with Eminem, more or less, right? Lyrically on wax. And he kept saying that, the Black Slim Shady, the Black Slim Shady. And I'm guessing that's maybe the concept of the song or the title of the song or something like that. You know what I mean? And flash way back to the documentary. Remember that track with Game and Eminem? We ain't going nowhere. So fuck you, the game, the change, never be the same. Things just ain't the same for gangsters. A lot of cats, I remember when, hip hop heads discussing the music back then when that dropped, a lot of people were like, yo, Game was doing his best M impression on that track, And that's kind of interesting too, because on these clubhouses where Whack 100 was just talking about all this, he was saying how Game can turn to a million different people on the mic. He can be a chameleon in a sense. So I wonder if that's the concept, that he's going to try to be like, yo, I'm going to get on my Eminem-ish, embody you, M. And at the end of the day, I think we can all see what time it is, what the play is here. We've been busting it all down, discussing how that Drink Champs interview had so many sound bites, so many controversial things that we're going to get, all the blogs and the hip hop fans and whatnot, and hit the headlines. Everyone talking about, yo, Game said this. What do y'all think about this? It started with the Ye did more for me than Dre. Then it was like, I really wrote this for 50 Cent. And when Fifth kicked me out, I was like, fuck out of here. I put the G in G Unit. You know what I mean? When they came to see me over there at the trap, I had crack stains on my shirt. And what did he say about M? He's better than M, or he could beat M. And Nori was telling him he was tripping. And Game was talking about, yo, I used to think M was better than me, but now I know I'm better than M. Or I forget exactly how it all went, but this is a continuation off that. Because as I pointed out, all those strategies were working hard body. Game's name was in the headlines like a motherfucker every single day. And I don't know when this album's dropping, this Drillmatic, but it seemed like the headline coverage kind of slowed down a little bit. So he's like, yo, we got to get this thing back jumping off. I mean, he's still going back and forth with Fifth a little bit. We'll talk more about that in a moment. As Whack was making some strong claims there that Game humiliated Fifth, and Fifth took a post down where he was clowning Game, and he's just staying in the cut now, which I don't know. I don't really think that to be true, but maybe y'all can let me know what you guys think in the comments. But Game's got to keep this momentum in attention. You know what I'm saying? Keep his name trending all the way until this project drops. Because blog after blog, when I've stated that the game's reputation as an MC has had tarnish and took some hits and whatnot, between the IG scamming and just a lot of the flookery that he's done over the years. I mean, Game's nice. Again, I'm a Game fan. I've just kind of been disappointed where the man's career went or whatever, but everyone seems to kind of agree that this album is make or break for the Game, and that's what keeping this buzz and promo to the project drops is all about. But real talk, man, does he really want that smoke with Eminem? You know what I mean? Could this be the ultimate all-time backfire? Or what do y'all think? Like, for real, tap in and comment, guys. If, Game drops this Black Slim Shady Eminem diss, and, will Eminem jump right out and respond? You see in one of the articles, it's kind of a little transcript of what Whack 100 was saying. He said, M, you jumped out there and responded to Machine Gun Kelly and Nick Cannon. Like, so you gotta, like, I don't know exactly what he said, but you hear him saying that. That means that, they're anticipating Eminem to respond to the Game. And we know that's the name of the game. Game recognized Game. Hoes do too. It's the new Live 2 crew. I suppose you knew. I'm just clowning. But for real, Game's been dissing people when projects were about to drop religiously. And, that strategy seems to be on steroids this time around. But I don't know. Comment, guys. Do you think Eminem will definitely respond, or do you think he's going to wait to see what the Game says? But I don't know. Could this backfire? Could Eminem respond and body the Game? You know what I mean? Shit, y'all remember on that track I was talking about from the documentary? He, what did Game say? Yo, get on the phone quick. Tell him M just murdered me on my own ish. As that all started from Ether. Eminem murdered you on your own ish. And, M tends to a lot of times outshine individuals on collabs. But I don't know. I got a feeling that this could just really, really backfire for the Game. He wants that M response. But does he really? I don't know. Eminem's known to really, really body cats on the mic. And I don't know, man. I mean, it'd be interesting. We always can agree, the competitive nature of diss tracks makes for interesting, music where these artists go in. But I don't know. I think Game might want to rethink this strategy. But I want to know what y'all think. Tap in. Get in them comments. And then another narrative and discussion that came up as this situation going back and forth with 50 Cent. As I was just stating, 50 took some shots at Game on the gram. Then Game threw up these recent posts, old DM from Cuban Link, 50's girl, where she's topless or whatever. And there's a phone number, and then Game says, hit the real Swizz and Timberland ASAP and stop running from this verses. Oh, and tell your girl stay out my DMs. If she don't want her man overweight, fat as fluck, banging upside down like a rotisserie chicken at the Super Bowl, come to the Numinati. He's repping this Numinati-ish real hard. Leave me alone. I'm binge watching Power. And listen, like, you can kind of see the strategy there that Game is talking about. Yo, hit up Timberland and Swizz, get the verses going. As we know, he's been lobbying for the verses with 50 for over a year. And at one point in time, 50 kind of entertained it in an interview, but then later on declined and just said, yo, now that things are opening back up, I'm not really even, worried about the verses. I got business to tend to all over the country. As we know, 50's doing his TV-ish, and that's another thing that Game keeps kind of aiming at 50 in these Insta Twitter finger wars that they've engaged in a little bit back and forth. Game said that a couple times, like, yo, go back to making TV. I fuck with Power. Like, you're not really a rapper no more. But nonetheless, he throws this post up, and it basically, was looking like he smashed 50's girl before. She threw a post out saying the post is from way back. I forget what year she said, but said, yo, you're irrelevant as fuck. Everyone wanted to be a video girl back there then. So she's kind of inferring that it was just on some like video vixen type ish or something. I guess that's the vibe that I'm getting, you know, that she was saying I was trying to get on a music video or something like that. Who knows if Game did indeed or smash her. I mean, we've seen in the hip hop world, in Hollywood, just in show business, celebrities, period. It seems like a lot of times everyone be smashing the same chicks. But Wack was alleging that Fifth took down a post that he put up aimed at Game. I think it was the one when Jimmy Iovine kept it moving and didn't even, you know, look Game's way or whatever. I don't know, but he's like saying, you know, Fifth is shook to say anything about Game anymore. But this narrative that I was talking about is, what if M and Game linked up, or I'm sorry, M and Fifth linked up and did a collab going in on the Game? And I was, you know, just thinking that'd be interesting as fuck to see a new 50 Cent Eminem track. But Wack was like, yo, if they do that, they lose, or Fifth loses automatically. That's an L, you know, that he's got to get the white boy on the track, that he can't deal with the Game on his own on that mic. I mean, I don't know. Y'all comment and let me know what you guys think. But who would have thunk, man, in 2022, the Game would be dropping an Eminem diss track, and Game and Fifth would have squashed the issue and now kind of be back at odds. On the real, Game, Wack, they're loving this. They're loving this album about to drop. That better be a classic, that Game album. All the attention that he's calling his way, you know. And I truly hope it is good, you know. Like when you do these blogs, a lot of times cats be acting like, you know, you're trying to just straight shit on rappers or things of that nature. Like, yo, we're just kicking it about what's going on. You know, Game's careers took a massive hit over the years. I really don't see how anyone can dispute that. And it's Operation Get Back. It's kind of wild, too, to see, you know, that at one point in time, we know the Game was with Interscope, then kind of placed in G Unit, the whole Shady aftermath, Interscope, Camp, Umbrella, G Unit, you know what I mean? And Fifth and M have remained cool. Obviously, we know the Game has done kind of fell out with everybody. He's made that known as soon as, through his music, as soon as he was up out of that situation. And then we also see, you know, Dre still cool with M and Fifth, you know, and we found out that Game might have not talked about the situation with Dre as much over the years, but that went bad too. And he definitely holds some animosity, you know what I mean, as the whole Kanye did more for him in a couple weeks than Dre ever did comments. And I truly believe the Super Bowl situation plays into it all as well. Like, again, Super Bowl, huge performance, West Coast themed. All the artists are from the West Coast except for Game and Mary J. Or I'm sorry, M and Mary J. Of course, Game wanted to be a part of that. But he's on the outside looking in. And seeing the way it is right now with him dropping this diss track and trying to get back, it's like he's on the outside looking in. Like, I don't know, just kind of a abrasive individual. I don't know, y'all feel me? It's just kind of wild to look at the way these artists' careers have evolved over the years. And some people keep good working relationships, musically and business-wise, with a lot of individuals, and some people fall out all the time. I mean, we know this in regular everyday life. There's just some cats that are hard to work with, and it seems that's how the Game is. But I don't know, jump in, comment. Let's discuss this whole situation with the diss. And from the way Wack was talking, it sounds like this jump off is already ready to go. Like, we could maybe see this later on today or within a couple days or so. And some other real quick news too. I don't know if you guys remember, maybe a month or two ago, somewhere in that time frame, 50 Cent was letting it be known that he was unhappy with Starz, and like he was going to try to take power somewhere else, or he's trying to end his working relationship with them when the contract is up, which seems to be coming soon. You see, he put out a couple posts today dissing Starz, one about episode of Power, book 4, episode 9 or whatever, being leaked. Comment too, y'all, if you guys been keeping up with that show. You know, the Tommy story, the Tommy Egan story, more or less, and your thoughts on it. But I don't know, Fifth, and he threw this other one. You see, this girl straight up face planting. He said, "This is Starz and its premium woman's mandate falling flat on its face, and they acting like they don't see it's not working." And then the other one about the leak, he said, leaked episode. He said, "See, they leaked the episode again. These people are incompetent. I went to Harvard, so fluck." So the fluck what? Shaking my head. So I don't know. Fifth and Starz, doesn't seem like that relationship's being mended at all. But hit the comments, guys. That pretty much sums this video up. The game taking aim at Eminem. Let's discuss it all below. New viewers, sub to the channel, hit that notification bell. It's J Coffee Talk, blogging on hip-hop, music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. I'm about here, y'all. Peace.